Hi, this is Ash from inspector-training.com, and this is the part of video series about API 577, building inspection and metallurgy. And in this part 7, we are going to talk about policies and frequently asked questions. Quick to go through some of the information here. Although I've already explained it in last videos, but nevertheless, just a quick one. Once you fill in your application, you have 12 months or 4 consecutive exam windows to pass the exam, whichever comes sooner. After 12 months, your application expires, regardless the number of exams scheduled or taken. If you don't get your certificate, you have to apply for a new application and then pay the full fee and a new application. Within the same test window, not changing the window, same test window, if you want to change the date that you already reserved with a Prometric Test Center, if it is 60 days before the scheduled exam appointment, there's no fee. You can do that. If it's 30 to 60 days, then it is a calendar days, not working days, calendar days, straight away. Then you have to pay $35. If it is between 5 to 29 days before your exam appointment, it's $70. If subject to availability. And less than 5 days, you cannot do that. You have to attend the exam anyway. You have to comply with the rules and regulations. Final exam results within 24 hours. Confirm the score, and within 3 days you get your certificate, digital certificate, barcoded in your account. If you want the hard copy, you have to pay $25 if you are inside US, $100 if you are outside US. And the API certificate also goes to your email that you have at the time when you register, and this certificate is valid for 3 years and needs to be recertified. Regarding the payment, they advise you to add $50 if you are sending it by bank transfer outside the US. Anyway, it's better to talk to your bank because for all the banks, I know that they have some transaction fee, transfer fee of almost $50, more or less. So if you don't pay that, then they will deduct it from the money that you send. And if it is less than the fee, the initial exam fee, then obviously you have to do another transaction, pay another transaction fee, etc. And also on top of that, you're delaying your application. So make sure that you're sending the exact money. That's why I always say that use your credit card, because that's the money you know that they are getting exactly. If you want any refund, you want to cancel the application, before the application deadline, they reduce $100 for processing. They return you the money. 50% after the application deadline will be taken, and you just get 50%, and the whole 100% will be taken if the exam window has passed. And refunds will not be issued for recertification, rescheduling, or late application fee. And if you have any complaints, depending on your nature of complaint, general complaint, it goes to inspector@api.org. If you have any queries, if you are not happy with your technical issues while at the Prometric Test Center, you can write at ICP exam coordinator at api.org. And if you want to appeal against your exam results, then ICP appeals at api.org. Mentioning your candidate number, your API ID, the ID that API assigned to you at the time of you making a free account, registering a free account with them. the application and exam type of that, say in this case API 577, and why you think there is an error, and you have any evidence you can upload for your appeal. Now we go to frequently asked questions that might be handy for you. If you have trouble logging into your account, it may be that you forgot the password, so you can use the forgot password option and then reset the password. Or if you have forgotten the email also, then you need to call this number or write to inspector@api.org and ask them for help. And remember that when you are providing references for your employment verifier for your work experience, it should be a business email. The computer automatically rejects any public domain email such as Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail, etc. But your email for the registering account can be a private email. It's okay. And I have a private email, so I don't mind because if I change my job, then I don't need to change my email. That's for life. So the worst case scenario is when your application is unqualified. That means despite all the warnings during the application process, you still go ahead and pay the fees and submit your application, and you don't meet the requirements, and within 30 days you didn't provide further evidence that you meet the requirements in terms of experience or education, then they reject your application and they wouldn't be refunded. And you don't need to take a training course. It's not compulsory. API also, because of conflict of interest, cannot approve a training thing, but they say you can do API-U training, and those API-U training, they're not the complete course. And they don't have it on API 577 anyway. On other courses like 510, 576, 53, they have some API-U training, but not the whole exam, because then they are approved by API, and they're not supposed, API is not supposed, because of the conflict of interest, to approve a training center for the examination. If you have a deficiency, you can still go ahead and do the exam. In terms of your, for example, your education has not been verified for some reason, but then unless that deficiency is not resolved, you will not be issued the certificate. If you cannot find a prometric test center near yourself, you can write to ICP exam coordinator at api.org, and or you can write to Prometric to website and ask them for help, and then they would suggest some other test center that could be actually another country, and that there will be no option. That's why I always say, because Prometric works on first come first serve basis, then you need to, as soon as you receive the email authorization from API, please reserve the slot with Prometric ASAP. If it does not show any openings, again, ICP exam coordinator, you should try a different date, another nearby location, and all that. If none of them works, please ask them and they will help you with this. Exam, or they call scale scoring, to maintain the same level of difficulty for everybody. So if there is one set of exam is more difficult than another set slightly, then the pass score is slightly increased, say from 70% to 71%, or vice versa, it's decreased to 69% if it's more difficult than others. You receive your exam result within 24 hours of testing, the confirmed result, and then within 3 business days, you receive your digital certificate via email, and also in your account that you can print it out. The web quiz is only for this exam, so you don't have any web quiz, any 6 years recertification web quiz. And if you want a copy of your certificate, You can print it out, your receipt, you can print it out from the payment details that you have already paid. And for tax purposes or to claim it from your company for whatever reason you need that payment receipt. You can change your name. You need to write to inspectorfi.org, attaching a copy of your government photo issued ID, saying that this is your name and you made a mistake. And but always remember, you need to put your name should be exactly the same name as it is on the government issued photo ID, which is a driving license or a passport. If the name is different, don't use abbreviation, don't use, some other body names and all that, because that goes to your certificate. And also during the exam, they will ask you when they want to verify you. When they want to verify you, they check it against that photo issued ID that's issued by government. Now, at the end, I'm going to go to my account and tell you how this works about the certification, etc. Okay, sometimes it doesn't work, unfortunately, so we have to call it a day. And in my last video, I'm going to present our courses, how that works. Thank you very much.